Hey, what's up YouTube? Figured I'd do a quick video on a question that I had on the Xbull. It's about the controller. There's a wireless one, and then there's also one you plug in like this. And I'll show you if you want to watch at the end of this video. I'll have another little bit where I'll use the Xbull. But basically you just have an in and an out, and that's usually about it there is to the controller. So on this, black is in and red is out. And you don't worry about what I got going on there. But basically today we got a project truck that we need to take home with us. So we're gonna pull out the old winch line, and I'm gonna use this to pull it on up in there. All right, now we're hooked up. Go ahead and start pulling. The other way. So now it's kind of bird's nesting to one side, so we're gonna have to stop every once in a while because it's not fixed in two different places. So go ahead and pull it. Hold on. Hold on. So the steering is kind of, you know, it's fine. You don't worry about that. Go ahead, keep going. Pull. Hold on. I think you're doing pretty good.
Should we tie off somewhere else?
Nope. Keep going. Yeah, she's binding up pretty good, huh? All right, let her out. Keep going. Almost there. Keep going.
That's pretty much as far as I can go.
You can go farther. Look at, now we're on the trailer. All right, so with that, now I think we're pretty well balanced. Now we're back in Big Blue. I'd like to use the tough hoe, but that's actually at work. I got the work truck home right now. But I figured I'd bring you along, and we'll use this winch line a little bit. Got this tree here. I'm not sure if I can move it. I might drive around and mess with this Widowmaker, which is never a good idea. But I might drive around and see. I kind of want to leave this alone. Leave it for the bunnies and the squirrels and Sam Squanches and yeah, I better leave that one there. Oh. So over here, oh, there's a new one over there. A little tight through here. There's a couple of Widowmakers that are out there. Kind of see it there. But we don't want to mess with that one. Now this one. Oh, you know, we might be able to do something with this one. So I'm going to set this, pull this line out, and basically we're going to try to pull this to us. Now, warning, don't mess with Widowmakers. It's not worth it. See the one on the angle there? They call them Widowmakers if you don't know. But you don't mess with those. But I'm gonna run a winch line over to it because I got some questions about you know, using the winch. And usually I use this little wireless one, but the question one of the viewers had was about using this controller, which is pretty simple. It's just in and out. So I'll show you that more in here in just a second. Now, full disclosure, I've never used this as you can see. I always use the wireless ones, so you know, I figured I might as well try this one out also. Golly, I can plug it in. So now we got to go out, right? So now you don't want to just go out and out and out. You're just going to bird's nest it up in there, okay? You don't want to have your wire hanging right here in the way. So just get used to hanging at one side or the other. Now we're going to disengage our clutch. And you want to have this straight in line with whatever you're going to pull. So I'm going to walk this out. And obviously I don't want to get underneath of that tree. So now you've seen that controller. Let me see if these batteries still work. Look at that. You hold them both down and it comes on. So we'll go in. Now, you gotta make sure you re-engage this. Now, they don't want to shift, right? So you might have to hit it a little more. There she goes. Yeah, sometimes you gotta kind of move it a little and it'll change. All right. Now, ever since I did the first job, I worked her really hard and she's been clicking like so. All right, I better watch what I'm doing. I got my winch line tight. Normally you'd want to lay a jacket or something over it, but I'm just gonna stand off to the side here. Got a little chippy. Anyway. We're pulling the truck. Just dragging it through the woods. There she goes. Ha! All right, now we just got to make sure there ain't nothing else up there gonna fall, and we get our line back. A couple more things I wanted to talk about is the bare wires. I don't really recommend you leave them hanging out like this. Here, let me shut this truck off. Hold on. All right, now you can hear me a little better. I would definitely recommend some kind of protectant on the wire, because you know you rub through after a little while, and I'm gonna add some though, and that way it'll protect the insulation from the UV, you know, from the fading like it is. So you should put some kind of sheathing on there. And then I did mention in one of my other videos on the Xbull that you want to use a fuse or whatever, but from what I've learned from people that do this more often than me, is, you know, if you have a fuse and it fails, that's usually the worst time it could fail. So you don't really want to run a fuse. So I'm not really going to run any fuses or breakers or anything like that anymore, but you know, you can if you want, but it makes sense why you really don't want to run any kind of fuse. Just direct to the battery. And also, do not run just a ground to your bumper. It'll work, but it'll overheat things. Just run one directly to the battery on the hot and the ground. Also, real quick, do you want to have your vehicle running or not? Well, that's completely up to you while you're running your winch. There's a catch to either way, right? You're either gonna, you know, put more strain on your alternator or more strain on your batteries. So I like to have it running just because I know what's being used is being replenished. It's been good for me. And then the way I always check is just to feel how hot everything is. And everything feels good. So I'm just gonna keep putting a little bit of tension on it and bringing it in. Now a little bit of bonus footage. I actually put this back so I can throw it under the seat. I figured I'd give you a little bonus footage. I love the sound of these Flowmasters, especially through headers. This is Big Blue, what I call it, my truck. But the fuel sending unit is obviously not quite happy right there. So I got the fuel pump and the sending unit to change out. So I might do some filming of that. It's kind of a pain in the butt job, but it's really not too bad. But I don't know how much gas I've got in here right now, which is kind of a good thing. So, because that way when you go to drain the fuel out of the tank, it'll be a lot much lighter. Now I'm going to take you back through kind of this is one of the newest, or one of the first trails I should say actually. And I didn't make it very wide. Sorry, Maple. Yeah, I don't want to run that oak over. That way? No, let's go this way. Way more sketchy. Going? Where are you going? Where? That way. Good thing we just did brakes on this. I might have a video coming up doing front, rear, all the way around. Because it's pretty common needing to do brakes on these. Now this truck has a Dura locker rear end, the Yukon locker, as I've got like in the Tahoe, and this truck is the reason why I first got this right into the tree almost. For the reason I first went with those Yukon lockers, because I mean this thing just goes. So anyway, as always, you know, I appreciate all the viewers and the support. You want to see any more wheeling stuff, let me know. That's kind of the original idea of getting these videos going, was these trucks and trying to fix them up, keep them alive. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Take care.